Alright, year 10s, I promised you that I'd show you how to do an Excel graph on a day that I was off. And I started making the recording and then got a phone call I had to answer, so this is attempt 2. Alright, I want you to pretend that I'm doing an experiment where I'm growing plants and seeing how much they grow depending on the sunlight. So, my independent variable is sunlight in hours, and let's say that one plant got 5 hours, some plants got 10 hours, other plants got 15 hours, and for each sunlight level I had 3 plants, so 9 plants in total. So plant 1, plant 2, plant 3, and let's say that for plant 1 it was 13, and these are all in centimetres. Now notice I'm not putting any words in the cells with numbers, otherwise Excel doesn't like it. So let's say that was 13, let's go 13.5, and this one can be 14, and then let's say 20, 21, and this one we might do a little bit of an error, 13.5. And here, let's go 24, 24.5, and 22. Alright, so here's my data. I have sunlight in hours, I have plant 1, plant 2, plant 3. So for each sunlight in hours, I've got 3 results. Now, one of the first things we do is we like to make an average. So I'm going to create an average here. And for an average, you add up each of these and divide by the number. So all of these added divided by 3. But the beautiful thing in Excel is that if you hit equals and type the word average, right, per left parenthesis, drag that over all your results, close it and hit enter, it'll actually do the average for you. And then instead of having to type that 3 times, I then just place my cursor until it becomes a little black cross in the bottom right there. I drag that down, and there's my averages for all 3. Now this one here is a bit messy, and so if you want to be a little bit advanced about it, you can actually round it. So I can go back to this and write round, brackets, put my average in there, comma, 2, close bracket. So take a look at that. Hit enter. It won't change anything about the first one, but it changes that to 18.17. Lovely. So now I've got my data in a state that is usable. Now, I need to make at least one table, and I think your current assignment says 2. One with all the data and one with just the average. So I'm going to show you the one with just the average. So if I go insert, there's all these charts here. And the one that you should use most of the time in science is this one here called a scatter. And we don't tend to use the ones with lines connecting it. We like to use this one here. So I hit enter, and you can see I'm given this blank screen. Now, if I double tap or control click, it brings up this menu, and I can click select data. Now on Mac, the first thing you need to do is hit this plus sign here. And that's just the series of data that we're going to do. And what I'm going to do now is I am going to choose my X values. So I put my cursor in here. And then what you do is you choose your X values, which should be your independent variable, which in this case is sunlight in hours. So I click that. Then with my Y values, I delete what's in there, and I'm going to choose my averages. Once that's done, I hit OK. And you can see, why has that done that? Select data, Series 1. Something went wrong then. That's better. Not sure why that happened. So you can see that I now have these 3 data points on a line, and it's choosing it based on these. Now, you need to put in a descriptive title, but we're also missing our axes title. So what we do is we go up here and go add chart element, and go axes titles, add a primary horizontal, primary vertical, and that should do us there. Our primary vertical should be average plant height. And we put our units in centimeters. And our horizontal one should be hours of sunlight. Or you could have put sunlight time, brackets hours. And up here we could put something like average plant growth depending on sunlight time, sunlight exposure, something like that. Now, I don't actually like all these lines, so I click on it, hit delete, click on it, hit delete. You can leave them in if you want. I think it looks nicer without. The other thing that a lot of experiments expect you to do is to add a trend line. So if we click on the data and again do our control click or right click, you'll see here it says add trend line. Over here it gives us the options. We pretty much always want linear. We want display equation on chart. And if I click on the trend line again, it should allow me to display R squared value as well. So that gives me some numerical detail. This number here tells me that it maps quite well. You'll learn that in general maths this year. You can also set the intercept, but we won't be doing that for this. Okay? Because we don't know if 0 sunlight means 0 plant height. There may be some other relationship at play. Right. Now, to do this for all data, what I might do is if I just go copy and paste, I've got something to use here. I'm going to right click on this again and go select data once again. But what I'm going to do is have multiple series. So series 1, I'm going to call plant 1, not planet 1, plant 1, plant 2, and plant 3. My X values for all of them will be the same, and my Y values change depending on which plant I'm doing. Actually, that's meant to be plant 1, isn't it? Just check all my references are correct. Good. There we go. So there's all data. We might want to add our legend back for this. So if I go chart design, add chart element, legend, place it to the right. That tells me which one's plant 1, plant 2, plant 3. We want to get rid of average plant height for this, etc. So I'm hoping that this helps you understand how to use Excel to make new information from the data. To insert it into your Word document, you can simply go copy and then paste it in there. Be aware that sometimes it remains linked. So when you paste, you might want to paste it as an image, because if you accidentally go along and change your data later, such as if I put 17 in there, see how that changed. So if I Command Z and Command Shift C, you can see how it dynamically changes the data. Alright, that's all for this video.